Tonight on CTV, the issue of human trafficking hits home for Colorado State with an eye-opening event. And how to prevent foodborne diseases. Saving your life can be as simple as washing your food. And journey with Kate Winkle to Spain as she explores some popular local pastimes. Don't go anywhere, you're watching CTV. Hello, welcome to CTV this Thursday evening. I'm Tom Mullen.
And I'm Kelsey Peterson. The Plaza hosted the annual Earth Day Festival today. Over 30 booths highlighted different causes to create a greener planet. The content of the booths varied from sustainable farming to an eco-car. CTV spoke to engineering student Jake Buher at the event.
Basically what we're doing is we're running our car on electricity from hydrogen and oxygen, and our only emissions is water. And so basically what we're doing is trying to produce a clean vehicle that anybody could use.
That's just one of the many initiatives being promoted this week. Green events will continue through May 4th. For more information, visit today.colostate.edu.
Today is actually also World Malaria Day. According to the World Health Organization, malaria mortality rates have fallen by more than 25% since 2000. Even with the progress that's being made, we still have quite a ways to go. Malaria kills an estimated 600,000 people each year, with most of its victims being children under the age of 5. For more information, you can visit the World Health Organization's website.
According to CSU awareness group No More Injustice, there are more slaves now than at any point in history, 50% of which are children. How would you like to be treated like a victim of human trafficking for 15 minutes?
Get back to work.
No!
What's everybody staring at? Get back to work!
Last summer I went to Costa Rica for 6 weeks and I worked with sex trafficking victims there, and it just broke my heart.
Jacoby and CSU awareness group No More Injustice set up a human trafficking simulation they call Enslaved.
It's all for a really cool cause, and it's to bring awareness to modern day slavery.
Participants walk through 3 different rooms. They walk through a brothel, a garment factory, and a child soldier scene. The participant will feel as if they are actually a modern day slave, and they'll be yelled at and just treated very inhumanely.
In order to participate in the simulation, you must be 18 years of age and sign a waiver due to the graphic content.
Being in the shoes of a man who just disrespects these women it's unreal. It's like, I don't know, it just feels really uncomfortable.
We're not targeting any gender specifically because both are perpetrators and victims of this problem.
And I don't care if you're tired, if you're hungry, if you're sick, you're going to be here from 7 a.m. to 12 midnight.
We really hope that through this simulation and experience, people can empathize with the people out in the world going through this right now, and that their heart will be changed by this, and that they can use their own unique potential and talents to become part of the movement and to stop and eradicate modern day slavery.
The event runs April 26th and 27th in the Laurie Student Center from 2 to 8 p.m.
Coming up, I'll tell you how to protect yourself from some foodborne illnesses.
And Kelsey McAllister will tell us what kind of weather we can expect this weekend.
We'll be right back.
RBIs and 36 homers. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it deep back into the stands.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to CTV. I'm Kelsey McAllister with your Thursday weather update. This week has been a nice change from the recent storm we have experienced. The high peaked at 63 degrees. Taking a look across the state, you can see the highs were very mild, 66 in Denver, 60 in Colorado Springs. In the high country, it was in the 40s and 50s, and 71 degrees in Grand Junction. Sunset today was at 7:51 p.m., and temperatures will dip into the 30s from here. Currently outside, it is still in the 50s. You can see 54 degrees, and it still feels like 54 degrees, so there's not too much wind outside. Tomorrow, sunrise is at 6:06 in the morning, and temperatures will climb into the low 60s for tomorrow with a light wind from the northwest. Taking a look at tomorrow's highs, it will be very mild as well. 65 in Denver, 60 in Colorado Springs, 68 in Pueblo, and again, 71 degrees in Grand Junction. Taking a look across the state, you can still see that there is a chance of isolated thunder showers for this afternoon and this evening that will carry over. but nationally things are looking pretty great as well. You can see just to the west of us there's a high pressure system. It's going to pull into Colorado and bring us some gorgeous weather for this weekend. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Tomorrow temperatures will be in the mid-60s with sunny skies, but it will only get warmer from there. Saturday, 70 degrees with sunny skies. Sunday and Monday will be very sunny with 73 degrees, but Tuesday things will dip back down into the 60s, and Wednesday things will be in 50s, sunny skies. Be sure and tune in every Monday through Thursday for your CTV weather report. For CTV Weather, I'm Kelsey McAllister. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Kelsey. While many people may have thought the snow was inconvenient, some farmers would beg to differ. Early April was beginning to forecast a terribly dry season for crops, but these April showers are giving farmers hope. 2 weeks ago, water managers were beginning to implement restrictions, but after the storms, the water levels along the South Platte River are about 90%, which is well above average. All of that water will provide more irrigation water for farmers and allow them to plant more crops.
Some of you may remember the salmonella outbreak last year that caused many people to be hospitalized from eating bad cantaloupes. This week, CSU held a special symposium that served to inform and educate about cantaloupe food safety. I got the chance to go take a look. Cantaloupe may be a refreshing after-school snack, but it can also be the source of multiple foodborne illnesses. In 2011, an outbreak of the bacterial infection Listeria caused 147 illnesses and 33 deaths, while in 2012, an outbreak of salmonella caused 261 illnesses and resulted in 3 deaths.
I grew up eating cantaloupe. My dad actually worked harvesting cantaloupe when he was a kid, so it was kind of a family thing. And knowing that that could happen with cantaloupe was something that was kind of surprising to me.
But why is cantaloupe so vulnerable to bacteria?
The flesh that's consumed has a lot of water, which, as we know, helps bacteria to grow. The pH of the flesh is near neutral. That also helps the bacteria to grow. And there's nothing really in the flesh that would kill the bacteria or inhibit it. So it's one of the perfect foods, if you will, for bacterial growth.
Here at CSU, the Cantaloupe Safety Symposium brought many experts to discuss food safety and preventative measures.
The growers and farmers that produce these commodities need to take responsibility regardless of what the regulations are.
Ultimately, education is the public's best protection against foodborne illnesses. So I just wanted to give you guys some tips on how to properly select and then clean your cantaloupe before eating it. First, when you're at the supermarket, make sure you pick one that doesn't still have the stem still attached, because that shows it was harvested a little too early. Next, you want to make sure that you pick up a cantaloupe that doesn't have too many bruises or blemishes, and also that the outside isn't too yellow. Next, you want to wash your cantaloupe under cool running water. The outside is where bacteria mostly forms on. When you're done rinsing it off, take a clean knife, cut into it, and enjoy. This year, the Food and Drug Administration is implementing some new policies in order to better regulate the farmers and producers of cantaloupes around the country. They hope to reduce the risk of the melons coming into contact with bacteria. For more information, visit the FDA's website. After the break, we've got a great new episode of Celebrity Countdown.
And see what's going on with Colorado sports this week. We'll be right back.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to Celebrity Countdown. I'm Melanie Rose. This is Ryan Green. Whoa. And we are here talking about all the latest celebrity news in Hollywood. But first, I have a song stuck in my head and I gotta dance to it. It's by Psy. What is it called?
Gentleman.
Gentleman? All right, well, we are going to get back to celebrity news today, and we're going to tell you the top 3 stories in Hollywood. And first, we're going to start with Reese Witherspoon getting arrested.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed here. I cannot believe that she got arrested for disorderly conduct.
So basically what happened, Reese and her husband got pulled over for drunk driving. Her husband got a DUI.
Yeah, while they were administering the test to her husband, Reese decided to just kind of climb out of the window and start name dropping all over the place and be like, oh, don't you know who I am? And I was like, Reese, it doesn't matter. Your husband was driving drunk.
Yeah, and after this, they both got handcuffed, put in jail, and their mugshots are all over Google. It's creeping. You know, Reese, I bet you wish you could call up Ella Woods to get you out of this. Now, moving on to our second story, we are talking about the tanning mom.
I mean, speaking of brunettes, right?
But she's blonde.
Have you seen her skin?
That's true.
She's brunette.
That's true. So tanning mom decided to do a photo shoot on the beach.
It was originally called in because someone thought they found a lost wallet, but it turns out it was just tanning mom.
All I gotta say is, tanning mom, don't quit your day job just yet. Now for our number one story, The Situation is starting his very own reality show. Yeah, TMZ caught him filming a scene for it the other day, and I am not looking forward to it.
I didn't expect any television show after Ryan Lochte's new show to take the bar even lower for reality television, but this show is gonna blow that thing out of the water. What are they gonna film about? Tell you what, here's your season finale. I'm gonna hit all of them with my car.
All I gotta say is, can we talk about the most ridiculous reality shows on television right now? Like, as you said, what would Ryan Lochte do? Excuse me.
He's wondering the same thing.
And we have Duck Dynasty? What?
Look, I have tried to get into the show multiple times. I just don't get it.
I get that people like watching trash TV, but we need to come to a stop.
Everyone is laughing at us.
All right, that was this week's episode of Celebrity Countdown. I'm Melanie Rose. He's Ryan Green. And to watch more videos, just go on our website at ctv11news.com.
So, Tom, what do you think about Ryan Lochte having his own television show now?
You know, I actually watched it the other day.
Did you?
And to be honest, I think he should stick to swimming.
You know, I'd have to agree with that one.
What about The Situation?
You know, I think that everyone got so sick of him that they kicked him off, and then he had to start his own show.
I would have to agree with you there.
But you know, like all the Jersey Shore characters, sometimes Spanish customs can seem worlds away from our own. However, Spain's drinking culture may not be so different. CTV reporter Kate Winkle has the story.
One of the unique aspects of Spanish culture is the concept of tapear, to eat tapas. Tapas are snacks that accompany drinks at bars and taverns. Tapas can range from something as simple as a sandwich to fried calamari, blood sausage, or a small plate of paella. In bigger cities like Madrid, patrons normally have to pay for tapas, but in smaller towns like Alcalá de Henares, patrons who order an alcoholic beverage or a soda have the option to choose their own free tapa from a menu. Spaniards often congregate in bars with their friends to grab a bite to eat after work or before going out. Talia Smith, a student from Rider University who is currently studying in Spain, has embraced the tapa lifestyle.
I think tapas are a great invention, and we should probably bring it to the States because you can eat for cheap and drink at the same time.
Sounds like Spaniards don't have a much different after-work routine than our own. And now I'll toss it over to Sophie Vukovic for sports.
Denver Nuggets play the third game of their series with the Golden State Warriors tomorrow night in Oakland, California at 8:30 p.m. They have split the series so far. The last game was at home for the Nuggets, and they suffered a 131-117 loss, which is not a good sign for them. Golden State is not the toughest team they'll face throughout the playoffs, and a loss like that does not bode well for Denver. Stephon Curry led Golden State with 30 points and also an assist with 13. However, he sat out in practice today with a sprained ankle that is worse than he thought it was. A win on the road for the Nuggets tomorrow night would be a huge momentum shift for them, and I'm going to go ahead and predict it. A 107-97 win for the Nuggets tomorrow night, probably. In basketball news a little closer to home, the CSU men's basketball team will have their banquet on May 3rd from 5:30 to 7:30. Tickets are available for $30. If you're interested in attending, you can get tickets online at csurams.com. While most athletes take their off-season to relax a little, volleyball player Kelsey Snyder is doing anything but that. In order to stay in shape during her off-season, she asked to join the track team this spring. Snyder competes in the high jump and had a season-best third-place finish with a jump just over 5 feet. Assistant track coach Kathleen Campbell says, the track and field program has been very lucky to have her join the team as a high jumper. Individually, her work ethic and athletic talent are off the charts. For updates on the rest of Kelsey's season, you can continue to check out our website, ctv11news.com.
Thanks, Sophie, and make sure to tune in to CTV next Thursday for our very last show of the semester, when we will be back with even more great stories.
And you can catch all of the stories you saw tonight on our website at ctv11news.com.
Thanks for watching tonight. We'll see you next week.